What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Josh, and I'm back at it again with another video, man. Today's video, this video is really just about my Forex journey, and it's coming close to a year, and I just wanted to make this video about how my journey has been over the course of, I'll say 11 months, but it's coming close to a year, so I decided to make this video and just wanted to share my experience, honestly. It's been a very, very rocky journey, but I truly have became and developed into a whole different individual. Like, this journey has been tough and it's taught me a lot, but the reward that you reap it's very fucking rewarding. It's very rewarding, man. You know what I'm saying? And I just kind of got some questions to pretty much answer for the video, because guys, like AI and shit, like you can ask the questions and make it. That's what I'm doing, and I'm pretty much just gonna start this video off. And so it says, share your initial knowledge and experience with Forex trading before you began your journey. So before I began my journey and started placing real trades and getting into my, journey and stuff, my initial knowledge and experience, it was very, very studious. It was very, like, I studied my ass off. I'm studying day and night, watching videos, learning, retaining information, taking notes daily. Like, I can show you literally a whole journal this thick, filled with trading material that I've taken and I've retained over time, and stuff like that, man. And I don't want to take too many pauses in this video because I want y'all to understand what I'm saying. And yeah, pretty much my boy put me on to well, here's the thing. He showed me my first real broker that I've ever seen, and he showed me how to buy and sell and close these trades, and he showed me with like real money, and that's kind of when it snapped. Like, damn, this is very, very, very real. And after that moment of him showing me a broker, I started going harder, and I got with that broker and I started placing real trades shortly after that. You know what I'm saying? And I remember I made my first profit ever in around April, and it was at like 4 o'clock in the morning, and I forget what pair it was. I'm gonna have to go back because I record everything, you know what I'm saying? And me placing my first real trade, I don't think of my first real, either my first real trade or my first closed trade, and I recorded myself, and all I can remember from that moment was it was so surreal. Like, I'm not unfamiliar with making online money before, but in this aspect, like, this is a professional field that I made profits from, and it honestly felt so unreal, bro. But I was so grateful though, because I put in a lot of hard work and effort to get to that point. It takes, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't studying that long before I placed my real trade. Well, actually, nah. I started really studying trading in February, March-ish, but I started taking it so much more serious after that April month. April, May, June, all those months after April, I was just going hard, just studying and doing everything that I had to do. And yeah, so my boy put me onto a broker. That's when I took off with it. I was already studying by myself. It just took that moment for me to see it to really know that this is real. I knew it was real, but I just never seen a real broker in real life. And learning process. Talk about the resources that I use to learn about Forex trading. Well, it definitely was a lot of YouTube videos, a lot of notes taken. And the thing is about the thing about Forex, guys, is there's no real guidance. So everything that you learn, do, and execute on is up to you. You're your own manager. You're your own everything. Like, it's all up to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing, there is no one else's fault as to why you fail or succeed. It's all on you. You gotta take full accountability for everything. You can't blame nothing else but yourself, because that's all there is to blame. But the resources that I used was definitely YouTube, books, and a lot of, like webinars and stuff that I would attend to. It's this guy named Michael Boutros on Forex.com, and he would host, I think he hosted Forex webinars every Monday at 7:30, and I would be there just listening. And it was so good because I got to hear from a real professional about how this market stuff works. You know what I'm saying? And definitely Mark Douglas. Mark Douglas taught me the most about psychology. Mark Douglas truly shifted my mindset. He truly shifted my mindset into thinking in probabilities and not winning and losing. And I'm just gonna name all the people that I've watched that helped me grow as a trader psychologically. That's definitely Mark Douglas and Randy Howell. I thought I would name more, but those main two people truly had the biggest impact on my trading performance. I obviously had the biggest impact on my trading performance, but they had a big impact on my mindset, which led to me performing super, super well because they made me think differently. They shifted my mindset quite literally. Like, it was so crazy. And I have nothing but respect for these two, for these two guys. RIP Mark Douglas, and at least, Randy Howell is still alive, so not RIP him, but RIP Mark Douglas. He's long gone. He taught me a lot. Even him being gone, he taught me so much in this field, man. I'm not gonna lie. I definitely didn't buy no courses growing up with, I'm gonna say growing up because I'm talking about my trading experience, you know what I'm saying? And damn, fucking text message distracting me. Yeah, I'm gonna say growing up because, when you're trading, it takes about 4 years to truly be consistently profitable and to make thousands on thousands on thousands and keep it. You know what I'm saying? I'm trading consistently, making consistent profits on a day-to-day basis, just at a lower level. Like I'm sitting here making, like I have $150 days, or I have $60 days, or I have $200 days. Some days there's no profit 'cause I don't trade, but I'm definitely working my way up to the top, and I know I'm gonna be very wealthy one day from trading because this is gonna be my primary source of income because I love this, bro. I took a loving to this, and I put my blood, sweat, and tears. I didn't cry over trading, bro. The real ones who trade and who got into this know that you're gonna have emotional moments because it's definitely an emotional field, and you will get hurt. You're gonna feel betrayal, sadness, depression, happiness. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna feel a whole lot of things that you have to take control over. If you don't take control over your emotions with trading, you're gonna crash out. You're gonna crash out, and you're not gonna perform well because you can't even take control of your own self. How you gonna take control of, your performance? You can't even take control of your motherfucking emotions. You know what I'm saying? You really gotta take control. You gotta be rock solid. You can't be no hoe. I'm sorry, excuse my language. You can't be no bitch. You can't be no bitch. You gotta be tough. You gotta have a thick skull with this one, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. You gotta learn how to take losses. You gotta learn how to take a lot of losses, man. And I would talk about my trading strategy, but I feel like that's not even how I feel. That's so irrelevant. Because if I sit here and tell you my trading strategy, what's that gonna do? That's just giving you an insight on my edge. And I don't need nobody. No one needs to know how I trade. That's so irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't want to know how anybody else trades either. I just want to know your experience. I want y'all to know my experience and what I went through doing these things. And let's see, what else we got here to ask? It's gonna be a little short video, sorta. Share your overall trading performance. I could show y'all, it's hard to show y'all my lifetime profits only because I've been through so many brokers. I've probably been through, 4 different brokers in the past year because a lot of them get shut down. A lot of them are unregulated. A lot of them aren't a part of MT5 anymore, which is what I used to. I didn't always trade MT5, but one broker that I had called Athens, they stopped supporting, or MT5 stopped supporting Athens, and I couldn't withdraw my money. And it wasn't that big of a deal at all. Like, I probably only had like $200-300 in there, and it wasn't bad at all. You know what I'm saying? Because you lose some and you win some. I don't see money as, oh, I gotta save it, I gotta do this and that. Like, money is supposed to be invested. Money is supposed to be spent. Trading is a business, and this business requires expenses. And you gotta put money in. Sometimes you're gonna lose it. But with this, it's a lot of uncertainty you have to manage. A lot of uncertainty you gotta manage, and that's the scary part. But once you get past that fear and, you know, uncertainty, anxiety, like, you're gonna be trading phenomenally. Like, you're gonna be doing really well, which is the problem that I had. Like, I was always, you know, thinking like, what if this, what if that? But once you just go through the motion and just do it, bro, you gotta just do it. You can't be scared. You have to just do it. You gotta execute. It's called execution. You gotta execute. You cannot be scared. You cannot be scared. And even now when I make profit, it's just because I've just made so many profits and lost so many profits, that when I make profits, I don't get happy. I'm like, ooh, $115. Cool. I'll either, depending on how my edge is set up for this trade, I will let it run or I'll tip my profits. But one of my rules for trading is to take what's given to you. So sometimes I'll break that rule, sometimes I won't, because you cannot be greedy. Because a lot of times within this, you get greedy because there's no cap on how much you can make. So of course you're gonna get greedy starting out. But once you mature with the market and mature with trading, you're gonna see that sometimes if you hold too long, you have a potential of losing some profits, you know? And I just love trading. And honestly, I'm gonna keep doing this for as long as I'm living on this earth. I've already been doing this for close to a year, so I'm gonna truly see where I'm gonna be at my 4th year of doing this. I know I'm gonna be living lavishly in luxury, and that's not all that matters, but that's just what comes with making a lot of money. You're gonna end up living lavish. You're gonna end up having very, very nice things. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the type of lifestyle that I want. And that's the type of lifestyle that I'm going to have. You know what I'm saying? And I just know I'm just so sure of myself and where I'm going to be, because I've had visions. I just know I create my own reality. You know what I'm saying? And I already showed myself that I can do this. I make profits I remember this was back in December 23rd to be exact, and I was sitting in the bathroom at work and I was on the charts. I was trading USD JPY and I made $117 just sitting in the bathroom at work, you know? And that moment was just so like crazy. I remember I screamed like, holy shit, like, woo, 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 you know? But I don't get like that no more. Me seeing $100 now is not shit to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, okay, cool. You know, I can show y'all a bunch of screen recordings and screenshots of my trades, and it's a lot. I'm really, really making a new level for myself now, and I don't think I'm ever going to show y'all. I might show y'all, but I might not. I'm here to convey information and tell y'all my experience. I'm not here to prove nothing to nobody, you know? Because the experience is all that matters. The profits is just what comes with it. I don't give a fuck about showing y'all nothing. You know what I'm saying? And the emotional and psychological aspects, I mean, shit. Just recently, I had a big loss with my account. I grew this account from $150 to about $600. And I took a big hit that left my account burnt. And it left me in a depressed state, a very, very depressed state. And that day, man, I was sad, mad, depressed. Mostly, the most emotion that I was feeling was shock. I was shocked. Like, when you take a big hit in trading, like, you just freeze up, like you get shocked. And then like you have this clarity moment where you kind of just reevaluate everything, every fucking thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you're on, cause I was on a roll. I was making money throughout the week, like very, very consistently. And once you take that big hit, man, it's like your life flashes before your eyes. Like you can't believe this shit really just happened. And that day, bro, I just slept all day. I got home from work, I slept all day because I couldn't deal with that. Like I didn't write about it. I didn't make a video or nothing about it. I just kind of slept on it. I was so depressed, bro. I was so fucking depressed. A lot of shit you gotta learn how to deal with though, because it's a part of the game, man. It's a part of the game. It's definitely a part of the game. You will take losses. You're not gonna always be there's wins and losses, but you can't see it as wins and losses. It's probability. You understand? It's probability. Because if you lose, that means you just landed on the wrong side of the probability relative to you. But if you win, that means you landed on the right side of probability relative to you. So it's not about winning and losing. It's not about being right or wrong. None of that shit. Lessons learned. Lessons I really learned is to really take what's given and to not be too greedy and be a little bit more patient, but don't wait too long, if that makes sense. Be patient, but don't wait too long for, a trade. Like if you let a trade, like for instance, I remember this one time I let a trade, I was in profits. I let a trade run a whole day, maybe a day and a half. And I saw it. At first when I placed the trade, it was probably like 20 bucks in profit. Didn't give a fuck about it. Next day, $130 in profit. Obviously I took it. I took that trade, but you have to think the opposite of things. You have to think, damn, what would have happened if I lost this motherfucker, if that trade went sideways? So you really just have to, even your wins, you gotta look at your wins. You have to evaluate your wins too. Like, don't be happy about no win, bro. Don't be happy about no win, because you're gonna lose too. You gotta deal with winning the same way you do with losing. You gotta just have no emotion towards it, man. You gotta look at it as a learning lesson. Look at every win as a learning lesson. Look at every loss as a learning lesson. Because the only reason why you could have made, I don't doubt that you made a very good analysis, and you know what I'm saying, you analyze a chart and it went in your direction. That's probability landing on the right side relative to you. You did not know what it was going to do. You did not know what it was going to do. And I'm not saying that we're guessing, but it's called analysis. And you're not guessing on if it's going up or down. You're making an analysis based on previous price. So your analysis could be correct or it couldn't be correct. It's just up to the market. The market don't give a fuck about you or me. It just does what it does. And you know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. And tips for beginners, I would say just focus on educating yourself. Don't worry about making no money, man. The money's gonna come. The money's gonna come. The more you study, the more you learn the right stuff. Learn the right stuff. Don't learn the bullshit. You have to be able to filter out bullshit versus what you really need. Because there's a trillion things that you can learn about Forex, about trading in general. But you have to dial it down. You gotta dial it down to what's important and what's gonna help you. Because what someone else knows might not help you in your journey for what you need to know. My journey is different from the next person. But I know for sure, and two things for certain, that I definitely focus on the right things before I really started to, be crazy about making profits and shit. I was obsessed with the process. I just love trading material in general. It's so interesting, and I have crazy ass notes about it. Crazy notes. And you're never gonna truly get far if you don't love it. You have to learn to love it. Even if you hate it, you gotta love it. I never hated it. I always loved it. And even when I was 16, I remember finding out about trading. I took notes on it. I had notes dating back to when I was 16, bro. So I've been knew about trading. I got more into it and took it seriously and started making executions and making profits last year. You know what I'm saying? And it's been a crazy journey, man. And this video getting a little lengthy, man. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna cut it short. Hope y'all enjoyed this little talk of me just explaining my Forex journey. And we're gonna be out of here. Peace out, stay safe.